Just like in his rookie year, major injury to that wrist a season ago got in his way. This guy is so smooth, so calm, so poised. He didn't let the injury in his rookie year affect him. Remember the next year they went to the Super Bowl? And those Bengals were sure hoping for a repeat this time around.
And not what they wanted to see, just one play in. Their tight end shaken up as we get a timeout. Training staff out to work on him. On first down, here's Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Handoff on second and short. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Back-to-back carries here. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and you've got to do some damage.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Burrow from the gun. Has it at the 7. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. One after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40. So we'll see the Broncos offense now for the first time. They'll be led out by the final quarterback taken in the first round of this year's draft. A lot of experience from Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix. Opening play, and Bo will throw.
Bo Nix entered this league as a grown-up. 61 college starts will do that for you. A ton of college experience. And Bo Nix is a facilitator. When he is at his best, that ball is in and out of his hands in an absolute hurry. If he were a point guard on a basketball team, he'd want to go up and down the court and get it out of his hands as quickly as he can. He's accurate, he's tough, he's experienced, and he's poised for this challenge of the NFL.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Escapes the pocket. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down, ball at the 36. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Getting out to his left. That'll be complete to Hollins. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tackle made by Miles Murphy. 2nd and 6 coming up here. One in behind center with Swift. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Brought down by Trey Hendrickson.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
He'll make a bid for it on the ground. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Handoff running right. Here's Swift. He breaks the tackle. And they're going to bring him down after he drives it down to the 7. 2nd and 3 now. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. Nix from the gun. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Jermaine Pratt picks it. And the Bengals take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll push this upfield. New set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And down he goes. The Broncos got there. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that side.
And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Completes this one to Chase. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down. Burrow out of the shotgun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. So on 4th down, it's going to be Cameron Johnston out to put a charge into this one. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. 2nd down now, 7 to go. To throw, here's Nix. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards. We're a quarter of the way through. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. Shotgun snap to Nix. Metcalf there to bring it in. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They'll come up 1st and 10. Nix. This is complete to Dawson Knox. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down, here's Swift. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. From the 16. The throw is caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal. Swift has the Denver touchdown. The Broncos can tie it up in the 2nd half. So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Ooh, it doesn't get much closer than this, Brock. Did that ball in any way break the plane of the end zone?
You know how I like to look at this, Kate? Imagine it.
So after a second look, they say he did not break the plane. No touchdown. Again, it's going to be Swift. And he's in for the touchdown. The Broncos can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Going after tries good by Lutz. And the Broncos tie this game 7-7. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before... Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here.
Here we go.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. He's got a man left. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First down, Burrow to throw. Throwing this back in the end zone. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Bengals just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And look at this return. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The Broncos and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And he's been putting together what should finish as a true standout campaign. Right now, top 5 across the league in rushing. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 46. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down. We send a man in motion. On the ground with Swift. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Tackled on the play by the rookie out of Ole Miss. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Throwing here, Nix. On the move, headed right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. And with a half of football left to play, we can see already how close he is to that 100-yard mark in this game. Gotta think that he stands a good chance of reaching it with plenty of time left to go. They'll run here with Elliott. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. They send a tight end in motion. Elliott. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with a loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision. You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Bertolet able to knock it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. The Bengals and Jamar Chase about to take over on offense once again. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Drew Sanders that time on the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Burton there to bring it in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. The Bengals looking for a bigger lead before the break. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Here we go.
Putting the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by Burton. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Into the red zone. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Lutz there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos push their lead to 3. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. On the return, here's Jones. He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Running with Swift out of the gun. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow their lead just before halftime. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Point after try is good by Lutz. And the Broncos make it a 10-point ball game. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They probably try to get this into field goal range to trim that lead before halftime. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. After the pick, here's Burrow again. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Burrow from the gun. Dumped off to his running back. And he's brought down at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Burrow back to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals. To throw again, it's Burrow. Cut by Burton. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. 2nd and 3 now. Throwing is Burrow. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Burrow. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
For the Bengals field goal.
Butker knocks it through. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. We've reached the midway point of this one, and the visiting Broncos taking a lead into that locker room. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Saints who have the lead in the 2nd quarter. Derek Carr has a couple of touchdown passes there. From there, we head up to our nation's capital to check in on the Commanders at home in Landover. And they lead the visiting Atlanta Falcons at halftime. Terry McLaurin, a touchdown catch in that first half. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home in Acrisure Stadium. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, excellent in the W, as his guys get victory number 12 on the year. We watched a solid performance out of running back DeAndre Swift. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins. These two teams making their final adjustment for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Huard.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Broncos and this running back headed back out for a new series. And he's already scored once this game, something he's made a bit of a habit of this season. As we see, he's among the league's best at finding that end zone. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Nix from the gun. Chased out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They run with Swift. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing. Inside of the field. Pickup of 8 on the run. And that sets up 2nd and 2. Going to run again with Swift. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. Throwing on first down, Nix. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Couldn't connect on first, it's 2nd down. Swift gets it, going left. Has a lane inside the 35. And they'll finally bring him down at the 22. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap to Nix. This one's caught. It's a Denver touchdown. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Returning it from the 4. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Burrow setting up the play action. That's brought in by McLaughlin. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Cut at the 10-yard line. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Working inside the red zone. He's on the move. And he drives this forward to the 6.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals start the second half with some needed points. One after, up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return starts at the 3. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Broncos returning their offense and this running back to the field. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Offense working quickly. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he gets him around 6 there. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 47. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Nick's looking to throw. Metcalf's got it, complete. And he's tackled for a short gain. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They'll run it with Swift. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Working quickly here. Staying grounded with Swift. His push straight ahead nets maybe a yard at most. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Nick Snad, a throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And this one does not go far. Give him 2 yards on the play. It's going to be 4th down and 8. So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
You know, Kate, there was a time... Up watching football where a 50-yard kick was impressive, but these kickers of today, they just keep pushing that boundary and showing off incredible leg strength.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Ivan Pace able to make the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. That pass is caught by Smith-Schuster. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Looking right, and he finds him. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Burrow from the gun. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now Burrow. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This is the end of the third quarter. It's Bengals football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the fourth. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Throwing it again here. And that one is dropped. Such great work to get all by himself, but he can't haul in the gimme, and that deep shot is missed. Wow. To throw again, it's Burrow. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Here's Burrow. Into traffic, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. And on 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. 1 for 1 so far. This is from 40. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
He stopped on the return at the 27. And this is a good representation right here of what the playoffs will look like come the postseason in 2 weeks. Still a few things to finalize, though, which makes this week and those divisional games next week incredibly important. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And this one doesn't go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. Looking to return from the 29. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And it'll be Bengals football. On 1st down, here's Burrow. Cut by Burton. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. 1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
1st down, Burrow to throw. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT. 42.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Forced out to his right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. The visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Running behind center with Swift. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Nix from the gun. Escapes the pocket. They did it! He made the interception! And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. You get a pick-6. You get a pick-6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick-6 and multiple?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. This return starts at the 5. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. 1st and 10 now from the 30. The visitors and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked up by Dax Hill. And he makes the Mets go. It's a touchdown on the pick-6. McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense is eating, it's been a tough watch.
And he drives it up past the 45. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. From the 48. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. They'll run now with Swift. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain. Nix urging everybody to the line. Here's Swift on 2nd down. And they bring him down around the 34. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And they bring him down around the 34. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down. Here's Nix. Buys time, rolling right. That'll be complete to Hollins. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. And the Bengals bringing out a 5th DB. They're in the nickel, 3rd down. Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it. At the 20. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals double their lead to 14. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Back to the air, Nix after the pick. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Nix off the play action. He rolls to his right. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Now to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hilton. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a 3rd time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in... So in the jungle, the Bengals...